Hey guys, and welcome back to another streaming video. You see this? 2 uploads in 2 days. Wow, told you I was back. Okay, anyway, this is top 145 Mario Kart tracks, 85 to 66. I've decided to stop the Mario Kart Aces Let's Play just because US didn't seem to really like it, so I'm back to this now. Let's just get right into the top 145. And number 85 is Bowser's Castle from Mario Kart 7. Now this may be a shock for some of you, as this is one of the newer Bowser Castle tracks. And don't get me wrong, it is a great track, but it just doesn't have the same vibe as the Bowser Castle track, with all the water in it. And also lava underwater shouldn't be a thing, Nintendo, just saying. And number 84 is Mario Circuit from Mario Kart 8. It's another circuit track. What were you expecting? This is probably one of the highest circuit tracks on the list, mainly because it does look amazing, and I do love the detail that they've put into this track. Although, I think they could have made it clearer that for the majority of the track, you are upside down. I didn't even notice until I saw the replays. And number 83 is Guy Bazaar from Mario Kart 7. I think this track is actually very unique, although I do see it as kind of a B-Tech coconut mall, with all the shops and the busyness with all the Shy Guys. It's quite cool. I love how they made it seem quite eerie as well when it's all dark. It's a great track. And number 82 is Daisy Circuit from Mario Kart Wii. Now why does Daisy have a circuit track and not someone like Waluigi? But to be fair, it's not the greatest, so I'm not too upset. I do like the statues though, and overall it's one of the best looking Mario Kart Wii tracks. Although there's not much other than turns, the occasional tunnel and shortcut makes it overall a solid track. And number 81 is Water Park from Mario Kart 8. Nintendo have actually mixed Mario and water in a good way. It took them a while, but they finally did it. This track is actually very underrated, and it really does feel like a theme park, with all the rides and the background. It's just a great track. And number 80 is Twitsed Mansion from Mario Kart 8. Now this is a good ghost track. The fact that you're literally turning the whole track is really cool, and the fact they included water makes it very unique for a ghost track. The only problem is though, is that it doesn't really feel like one. The fact that there aren't any obstacles like boos on the track is quite weird, but I think it's still quite good. And number 79 is Luigi's Mansion from Mario Kart DS. I love it when Nintendo make a track based on a game, and this is a prime example. This Luigi's Mansion based track really brings you back to that game, with the creepy garden, the walking trees, and driving through the creepy mansion. It's a real blast. And number 78 is Bowser Castle from Mario Kart DS. Another Bowser Castle track. And that's right, although this track is very clear that it is a Bowser Castle one, I don't see it as very difficult. The main point of a Bowser Castle track is the difficulty, and that's meant to be completely different from the rest. However, I think it's quite simple, but I must say I do love the fact that there are multiple paths. That's cool. And number 77 is Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 8. Yep, you are seeing that right. Rainbow Road is down here on the list. This is the first Rainbow Road track. Here's why. First of all, I feel like every single Rainbow Road track was getting better in each Mario Kart until it reached this one. It's just so bland. I'll give it to them, it is challenging, but that's just because the turns. There's no real obstacles other than that. They could have done so much more to this track. And number 76 is Lakeside Park from Mario Kart Super Circuit. So there's Lakeside Park and Riverside Park. You may be asking, what's the difference? And the answer is, not much. Basically, you're going along a very plain road with water next to you. That is literally it. I do like the fact there is a volcano in the background, but not much more than that. And number 75 is Mushroom Bridge from Mario Kart Double Dash. This track is like a better and less challenging version of Toad's Turnpike, with all the cars flying towards you. It makes great fun. The attention to detail is also superb, with all the tunnels and islands in the sea. And there are also multiple routes in this track too, which automatically gives it their spot. And number 74 is Animal Crossing from Mario Kart 8. Let me start off with saying I love the originality of this track. The fact that you can race in 4 different seasons really allows those Animal Crossing fans to experience that game within Mario Kart. Although, when it comes to the actual track, other than the flying section, it's pretty much a figure of 8. Like, come on Nintendo. And number 73 is Moo Moo Meadows from Mario Kart Wii. Now this is one of the most iconic tracks of all time, mainly because it's so memorable. In what other racetracks would you have to avoid cows that are casually walking across the path? Exactly, never. I think they could have improved the other sections of this track, but with the cows alone, it deserves this spot. Now number 72 is DK's Jungle Parkway from Mario Kart 64. This is another iconic track. Who can forget that huge jump over the lake and the boats? And the overall design of the track is really cool. You can easily tell that it is a DK track, and for N64 graphics, that's pretty impressive. And number 71 is DK Pass from Mario Kart DS. Another Donkey Kong track, but this one is pretty much the complete opposite. But that doesn't mean it's any worse. I love the huge snow boulders that fall down. It really makes you need to focus at all times. It's annoying at the end though that the snowmen hurt you. Like, they just look so cute, I just want to touch them. Number 70 is Wario Sadium from Mario Kart 64. I love how this track is literally a dirt bike stadium. It's like its side bike arena, but much longer and a lot more jumps. Whether that's a good or bad thing, it's up to you. But even though this track is very long, I think they filled every single moment of the track amazingly. Good job, Nintendo. At 69 is Dino Jungle from Mario Kart Double Dash. Wow, did Nintendo up the graphics in this track. We went from random cars to full on dinosaurs. I love how edgy and challenging this track is. It's a real challenge. It feels kind of like a Rainbow Road track at times due to the lack of railings. It makes it really fun and exciting. And number 68 is Wario's Galleon from Mario Kart 7. Wario's Galleon, Wario's Shipyard, whatever you want to call it, it's a great track. The mix between water and land works really well. It really does feel quite scary and sketchy, which is a good thing, as you are with a broken ship, so it should be quite mysterious. So therefore, I think they've done a great job with this one. And number 67 is Dragon Driftway from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And this is one of the better DLC tracks from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The fact that you can actually drive through a Chinese dragon is pretty cool. Also the way that the track is literally split up into several parts, and they aren't even connected. This is such a unique idea. Overall, I think this track is very underrated. Finally, at number 66 is Mushroom City from Mario Kart Double Dash. Now you know how much I like tracks with several routes, so you already know how much I like Mushroom City. The amount of options in this track is actually unreal. It's also quite a challenge track due to all the cars packed in quite a small area. It really does feel like you're driving in a packed city full of awful drivers. It's great. And that's the end of today's video. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. Now it feels really good to be back on the uploads, and should be uploading again very soon. So let me know what video you want to see next. Check out my last video, subscribe if you're new, check out my Twitter, then like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.